Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I want to start the stream. Anybody out there, if you're watching, this is King Javo. King Javo. King Javo. I'm doing some work. I'm in the lab. I'm putting in that work. So I'm going to give it a minute for people to come in. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday. Hopefully you guys are going to have some fun today, watch the game. You know, my team's not there, so I don't really care, but it's always an event. So, I'm going to get started, I think. I think I'm going to start going in a few minutes. I've been really busy, been working hard, and wanted to share an update with you guys. I didn't really feel like making a real video, so I figured I would do a live stream. I know today is probably not the best day, but the video is going to be archived, so it'll be out there if anybody wants to check it out. So let me do something real quick, and then I'll go ahead and get started. This soundtrack's pretty good. It's actually this guy C418. You should check him out. I bought his album, so I guess I can have the rights to stream it. And it's not bad background music. I mean, it's not hip hop. It's not, you know, my best style, but it's a good little rendition of some music. It's not bad, not too bad. So it looks like we got a couple people coming in here, so I'm going to get started. All right, so I've been working on a lot of different things, and the AI is something that is key to the game, right? To the game of football. If you don't have AI, you don't have anything that's worth a damn, right? So you kind of need AI to be able to play any kind of complex sport game, right? So I started out my game originally with something called steering behaviors. All right, and steering behaviors are basically this concept that came up. It was a very lightweight, efficient way to get players to move and act and look and feel like they actually have some AI happening, right? So I started with that. But the problem with steering behaviors is you get to, and I don't know if I have a GIF on it, maybe I'll pull one up, but you start getting way too, this thing's like dead in my face. You started to get way too many like weird behaviors, and it wasn't that dynamic. It wasn't that nice. So I'm gonna see if I can pull up an example of some of that behavior that I was experiencing. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, here's some. So check this out. So here's one clip of when I had the steering behavior built. And you can see the guy's just running around. He's got that thick line there. that is trying to avoid people. Okay, this steering behavior is avoidance, right? So you're trying to avoid anybody that's coming in front of you. Let's check this one out. I have a bunch of different images here that I've been saving. So this is one where the path is narrower, right? You have a narrower path, narrower width. And it wasn't really working all that great. I want to see if I have the one where I was, let's see, where I was, not that one. Let's try this one. Where I was playing with more players. I don't know if this is going to be it. See, this is just one-on-one. Yeah. Well, anyways, the AI steering behavior that I was working with wasn't the greatest, and this is on 120. I'd like to find it just so I could share with you guys. This is gonna be a long video, so it's a live stream, so I apologize if you guys are bored. But I'm gonna be just live, man. I'm doing this live. I just want to share with you guys some things. So let's see. And I'll probably do it for about an hour, so there's gonna be plenty of time for me to get to the goods, get to the goodies. I'll just bring this over. Let me just show you. So this is basically it, right? And well, that's me showing off the blocking, right? So this is some of the blocking behavior that I was working on, where I was trying to simulate the blocking and get it to work like it, you know, like real life. And it was working pretty decently, but I think in this version, I think it was just one guy going after the other guy, and they really weren't going after like a runner as much. And then I started to get into this thing we call context behaviors. And so we're going to walk into that. I'm done with this for now. Let me go over to the context behavior here and show you guys. What's going on, Kung Fu Panda, NPC? I can see you. Howdy. I'll say what's up in the chat on top of it. But let me know if you guys can hear me all right, if you have any issues with hearing me. Because, you know, these things are always a problem, and I'd be happier if it was legit. Man, I'm getting excited. You guys need to check out this game called Desktop Dynasties. A guy I met, one of my followers that I met, he's working on a tabletop football game in Unity. It's pretty cool. So check it out. It's I'll give you guys a link here. What up, Black Mug? What's going on? Welcome to the channel. I got a lot of good stuff to show you guys today. So hang tight. And I haven't even, man, I just woke up. I've been working hard all weekend. I haven't even I washed up, but I haven't even cleaned up, man. I'm like a dirtbag right now. And I'm loving it. But I got to get ready for that Super Bowl. I want to check that out for sure. And I hope the Patriots get smoked. I can't stand that team. I can't stand them. They're trash. Pure trash. So where was I? Oh yeah, I want to give you guys a link. Let me show you guys this game. He's somebody that I've been following. He's cool too. And he's just like me. He reminds me of me. He's making an indie football game. You know, he's an older guy like me, and he's not, you know, he's got a family and responsibilities, and he's really trying to check out this guy. Yeah, today's a fitting day, but I think people are busy. Plus, it's Sunday, so it'll be archived in my on my channel. So anybody who wants to watch it can come back to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started and share with you guys kind of the process of what I've been doing all this week. This entire week has been dedicated to AI, and even a little bit last week. Like last week, I was working on it a little bit too, but um, like I mentioned, steering behavior. So that was steering behavior is what I was just showing you a minute ago. And it's very what would happen is the player would just scope and you had a width because I have this this mechanism that I built where I got from a guy on Discord that's mentoring me. It's a width that you can put in front of your player to kind of see like a radar, like an antenna to see what's in front of you. But it's one antenna, right? So it was kind of like what would happen is the player would always go to the right or go to the left. It's probably opposite of you, but they would always veer one whole entire direction, right? So I stumbled upon this concept when I was researching AI called context behavior. And the guy who was one of the lead AI guys, I think, over at, I don't know the name of the studio, but it's the people who make the F1 game for the PC. And if you guys know about that game, it's a very, 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 very like high quality simulation of the sport, of the racing sport of F1, which is very, very, very strategic, right? Any racing game is strategic, but the fast speeds of those cars and the way they maneuver, those are the highest performing cars in the world, right? So they have to make logic that, that will fit an AI that'll fit to allow the computer to know when to draft, when to block a player, when to change lanes. And he came up with this concept called He came up with this concept called rewind. He came up with an AI concept called context mapping behaviors or context map behaviors. And what that is you basically have these antennas that are in front of you, and you can put as many as you want or as little as you want that go all the way around your player, or they can just be in front of your player. But these antennas allow you to kind of like have a world view of what's in front of you. And depending on what's in front of you, you make a decision on whether or not it's an interesting point to go to or it's a danger spot, right? You want to stay away from it. So I'm going to show you guys a little demo here. So I went in and I built a brand new prototype of this artificial intelligence. I wasn't really digging that song too much. Can you guys hear the music okay? Let me know if it's all right. I don't know. Sometimes it's too loud or too low, but I'm digging it. Anyways, music is there. I put it up a little bit. So, so I built this prototype, right? What's going on, Dion? How are you? Welcome. I built this prototype here to simulate the context behavior, and I started out with a very basic thing. I'm going to show you guys a little bit here. So let's get moving. Let's get this thing popping here. So basically, I'm going to drop a guy in, and right now I have 8. If you look here, I don't know if you can see that, but I have 8 different antennas, right? So if you look at this, this is one of my things I do. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 different vectors that you can go, right? And if you're in a top-down game, you can go any which way, right? So I have 8 set right now, and the higher you set them, obviously the more you know, the more intensive this is, the more like the more performance costs there are to your computer. So if you have way too many antennas, and I'll show you what that looks like right now, then you're going to be like just killing the computer, right? So I'm going to drop a player in here. And as you can see, I'll share with you guys what's happening here, and I'll do a little, let me just step through it so I can show you guys exactly what's happening, right? So if I go to the step event, and let me get back to, okay. If I go to the step event and I just put a breakpoint in here, I'll put one in a second. So I want to show you guys what's actually happening here. So let me just pop this thing open here. And then I'll just put I'll put a little breakpoint there. So here's the deal. So let me just F5 this real quick, which means let's just run it. Just run a frame. Hold on. Okay. So as you can see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 antennas, right? I call them antennas. They're basically collision paths, right? And I can widen each one, right? I can make them wider or I can make them longer, right? Longer this way, wider this way. So they're basically see ahead. I call them see ahead things, see ahead, how far you can see ahead of yourself, right? So this is how far I got this guy set to see and detect any collisions, right? So the red X's here, these are going to simulate the defenders, right? So if you're running the ball, think about it if you're running like a kickoff return and guys are coming after you, right? This is going to simulate those guys coming after you, okay? But what I want to show you is that every time any of these red blocks cross these aqua antennas, right? As you can see, these red lines come out just so I can see what's happening. And my guy is going to say, okay, let me pick a different direction. I don't want to go towards this guy. I don't want to go towards that guy. I want to go any one of these directions, okay? So if I step through this, and I can't step, I got to move this over here. So if I step through it, you're going to see very slowly, you're going to see how he starts to turn. Now this line right here, this little line right here, this other like aqua kind of fuchsia type of line, I think it is, whatever, teal line. This line is my direction. So as you can see, he's turning from the right to the left. He started out facing this way, and he's turning to the north, right? So as he's turning to the north, all of a sudden now this guy just hits his line, right? And by the way, this is important. So the red boxes are your obstacles, right? They're your danger points. They're basically the defense. The green, and I can drop these anywhere in the map. The green are your goal, like where you're trying to get to. And I call them interest points, right? So, and those he can see from a mile away because I want him to be able to know where to go. And those things could be set anywhere, right? They could be set for a first down. They could be set to another player. They could be set anywhere, right? So this AI is super, super powerful, super powerful. And right now I basically did it across the entire touchdown line, right? This is going to be the touchdown line here that I want the player to get to, right? So if you guys have been following me, I've been putting out GIFs and little video snapshots on Twitter and on my Discord for Legend Bowl. So you guys have probably seen some of this stuff, but I'm just trying to explain to you how it works. And so he's trying to get to the green, right? And as I step through this and people go in and out of his radar, he's gonna go one direction or another, right? Now if I let it run, you're going to see how he's basically going to just try to avoid everybody, right? And he's got mad like acceleration, and these red boxes are just stupid, right? They're just, some are trying to follow him exactly where he is at that point, right? They're not trying to get in front of him or pursue him in any angle. And then these guys are just dropping straight down. If I want to drop more guys in, I can sit here and just drop more guys in, right? And this is really cool, man. This is why this is so awesome. Like, I know this probably doesn't look like a lot to you guys, but I'm really proud of like myself for being able to put this together, because it's going to be the core engine for my game, right? And I'm going to show you guys some of the gameplay, so stick around, because I popped it into my game and I'm excited about it. So, like if I put an interest point here, right, and I drop a guy here, he's going to go to the closest interest point, right? You can see how it turned blue, right? I can drop it, an interest point down here or down here, and he's going to pick one or the other, whichever one's closer, right? And the danger is going to be basically what he's trying to avoid, right? Like in this case, he got away from the people and he got closer to these points, right? But if you watch, I'm going to keep playing this. It's very dynamic. It's very fluid. No matter where I drop him, he's going to go like a real player would go. He's going to try to escape the other side. My Discord, Michael Brown, my Discord is on here. You can see the link for it. Check out Discord. I have all my stuff on there that I'm doing, and I'm posting like my daily development. I haven't done it in a few days, but I usually post like what I'm trying to accomplish for the day, and also what I'm working on, so you guys can keep up with my development. And then also I put screenshots, I put all sorts of cool stuff. But going back to this, if you watch, I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it for you guys a few times. And I'm going to show you how no matter where I put and I can put another guy here, they start following him. But no matter where I put the guy, he's going to have to react. And when I was doing this, I was like, oh, it's awesome. It looks really, really good, right? But you also have to keep in mind that these red boxes, they're not smart. They're just trying to follow him, right? They're not trying to tackle him. If I bump into them, which I'm doing, I just bounce away. But it's really, really awesome because you can get around, right? Now, I'm gonna change the number of, and I'll show you here. I'm gonna change the number of antennas, right? I had 8 before, right? 8. I'm gonna make it like 36, right? Now watch this. Because you can, and this is going to work for, I hope I'm not going too fast, I get excited, but this is going to work for like running backs, because if you need to find a hole, right, the more antennas you have, the more holes you'll find, right? So watch this. Look at those antennas. Isn't that cool? So this guy can actually see a lot more paths, right? And he's going to move in a finer grade of scale, right? So he's going to actually run around and not have such rigid movements, because when you have 8, you can only go one of those 8 directions. In this case, he's got 32 or 36, right? So he can run in any one of these directions around the circle, right? And when I first started building this prototype, I did it just for 8. I hard coded it for 8. Like, it was actually, the whole thing was built just to do 8, just so I can prove a concept. And then this whole entire weekend I spent trying to make it to where I can change everything. I can also, if I want to, I can make these widths super small, right? So now you're going to see like little lines, and it's okay. But what happens there is you're going to get less. See how they're smaller now? They're not as wide, right? So I can do 8 directions. I can do 4 directions, right? And I can make these like super, super high. Like I can make these like 40 with. And it's awesome because I'm actually able to test to see how the running back, how the player behaves. And even with as little as 4, you get more jittering because he flips around a lot. But even with 4, he's not that dumb. As you can see, he starts flipping like that because he goes from one side to the other. See? So the less antennas you have, the more he flips around. Okay? I kind of like the 12. I think it was 12 I was working with. And I think I was doing this is a different ratio, this engine versus my game. But this is going to be my laboratory. This is why this is cool. This is going to be my laboratory where I drop in players and I'm able to see. Let me go full screen on it. Oh, I can't. Hold on. That's okay. Doesn't matter. Hope you guys can see it okay. But this is basically going to be where I lab, right? And if I want to put a guy like right here, he hit the zone already, so he's already there. But if I want to put a guy like in this corner, let's see what he does. See, he's going straight up because he can. If I put him right in the danger zone, he's like, whoa, 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 I got to get out of here. And he goes around, okay? So another thing I was doing is trying to simulate an actual play, right? So I'll show you here. So I only had this many interest points, right? And I basically am running a 3-4 defense. I got the linebackers pretty wide out, but I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players, right? So I want to simulate what a running back would do. And they found their spot, right? No matter where I put the running back, he's going to find a spot. Now he's getting hit. And I didn't realize it as much, but I'm like, man, he's way too good, right? This is like Bo Jackson, right? He's getting around everybody. But you guys can see the power in this, right? You can see how no matter where I put this dude, he's going to actually do different things every time. You talk about games like Backbreaker, right? And for those guys who love simulation, we all loved what the potential of Backbreaker was, right? But Backbreaker was cool because it was all organic, right? It was an organic way of displaying and replicating our sport, the sport of football, right? So what I like about this is that it feels dynamic because he has to make decisions, right? And if I open up the lanes and let me do 8 lanes because I think 8's going to actually even be better for this scenario. But let's see, because he's getting through them very quickly. See, he got stuffed there. See, he's getting stuffed. When you got 8, he gets stuffed a little bit more, right? I mean, he's making it through because I don't have tackling on, right? But you guys the key here is to know 2 things. One is that he's getting to a goal. So no matter what the goal is, I can make these, I can make those green spots the goal, the interest points. I can make them a player. I can make them a first down. I can make them, like the corner of the end zone. I can put wherever I want to get these guys to go. And this is going to be their points of interest. And they're going to try to dodge and weave other players, right? The red. So, and it's cool because I can start dropping in, other defenders. And this guy has to, if I drop in a boatload of defense, let's see what he does, right? This guy has to, he has to find a way around. And he's smart enough to know how to do it. That's what's awesome, right? So I'm so excited about this prototype. I want to see if I put in like 64, right? 64 antennas. Let's see what happens now. Look at that spectrum. So he has so much more granularity to where he's going to run, right? All those green lines are like his interest points, and he's trying to decide what direction to go based on those interest points. Okay, so it's really cool. It's a great tool. I can do a lot with this, and I'm excited because this is going to be the spot. This is going to be my my testing bed for a whole number of different artificial intelligence mechanics, right, in the game. All right. So now we're going to go to Legend Bowl, okay? And the first thing I'm going to show you guys is my kickoff, okay? The kickoff is, I think what I'll do first is I'll just have the ball carrier on here so you guys can see how he runs, okay? Okay. Yeah, so the kicker is going to be the one running here. I mean, the kick returner is going to be the one that's going to return the ball. So let's run this and see if we can get this to show up. Now my screen went black, but it should. Okay, here we go. Sweet, 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 sweet. All right. Hopefully you guys can see that. And from here, I'm going to show you guys what this looks like, okay? So right now I have the camera on my guy, you know, on my player, right? And okay, you guys can see it. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, you can see it. So basically, I'm going to take off the debugging for right now. And I have these guys running at all different speeds and accelerations, okay? So he got tackled already. So what I'm going to do is, because it's not showing... Let me see if this is going to work. I want to show you guys the actual carrier and not me. And then I'll show you some stuff about how this works. So, okay, cool. So you can see the carrier now, right? You can actually see what he's doing. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. So you can see how this code that I've been working on is now in the game, right? So he's going to have to try to bob and weave and find a way to... Let me lower this a little bit. Find a way to get around the defense, okay? And don't worry about that star right there. That's going to be basically the player. This is all AI, by the way. My hands are free, right? This is the AI doing this. I'm not doing anything, right? This is all the game playing by itself, okay? And you know, there's a lot of polish to do. There's a lot of things to do, a lot of tweaking to do. But as of right now, you know, this guy, he's got a lot of antennas though, which I'm going to show you. Let me change this real quick because he has, I think, way too many. If I put 8 and I set his look ahead to 700, which I think this is what I need it to be, okay, for it to actually work better. Just give it a second to show up. All right, here we go. So you can see now he has 8, but he's still pretty smart with 8, okay? And I'm going to keep going through this, and I'm going to try to zoom out for you guys. But even with 8 tentacles, antennas, whatever you want to call them, he's still pretty smart, you know? And it looks, what's cool is it looks realistic. I mean, this is behind the scenes dev, dev work here. Let's put it at 12. Try this again. So now he's got a little bit more lanes. And every once in a while he'll run it back. And you see what I'm saying is that it's not as successful as it was in my prototype. See, he almost ran that one back. But what I like to see is them running in the middle. I don't want them to always go to the right or the left. But I could sit here for hours and watch this and tweak it and try to come up with a better system, not better system, but try to tune and change all sorts of stuff. And I know for kicking, I had it set pretty nice and it just depends on what you get, right? It's all organic. I mean, he has a little bit of, sidestepping there, which, I know he's slipping around. And one thing I don't want him to do is slip too much, but that's all tunable. This is all based off of physics, right? So let's just see what it looks like without any debugging. See how real it looks. And I have it zoomed out right now. I mean, he's getting clobbered. So the defense is winning big time. But you also don't want the kick returner to run it back every time either, right? So he's getting around that time a little bit. He made some progress. I love doing this. I just absolutely love it. So there he goes. He broke it. He broke it around for a touchdown. And he's gone, right? He's gone. He made it all the way there. Okay? So let's see this again. I mean, what do you guys think about touchdown, return ratios? How often do you think these guys should be running it? I mean, look at that. That looks better. That one, he went in and out. He didn't just go to the sideline. And right now I don't have the out of bounds working, right? So he's just gonna run wherever he wants to run, right? Whatever it leads him to. But in theory, the out of bounds is kind of an obstacle in a way where you don't want to really run out of bounds. But it's actually working pretty decently where he doesn't really run out of bounds a lot. And when he does, that's fine, So I'm going to have to, obviously, I have a long road ahead. And I love when it bounces. I love the ball physics. He's out of bounds right there, basically, right? So as far as the movement goes, they're all going to be based on ratings. It's already set that way. I just don't have everything plugged in perfectly, right? Right now it's kind of randomized, but I have it all based off of ratings, based off of a file that has everyone's ratings, their speed, their acceleration, their weight, all that stuff is going to be incorporated. But there's only so much that you can do, right? There's only so much you can do. And right now, the guy, if you look at him closely, okay, he slides around right now. And I don't have any of the moves showing off right now. This guy's just running, he's just running and gunning. So, but I can tweak all this. I mean, the sliding and all that stuff. I mean, look at this move. He almost broke it all the way around. I love it. I effing love it, man. I love this stuff, dude. He tends to want to go right a lot. I think it's because the ball is going right a lot for him, so he wants to just go to the right. But if I can get one to go to the left, here's one. I didn't even do it. I just got lucky. It went to the left, but this one he kind of gets more stuck in the middle, right? But the more left the ball goes, I want to see how he runs to the left. Okay. I think it also has to do with the way my returning blockers are blocking. If you look at them, they're kind of at an angle like this, and I think that's causing him to. That's what it is. That's all it basically is. It's causing him to float to the left more, right? That's all that is, for a fact. So I need to see this when I actually put the players in the right formations, right? And I'm going to drop some players in here. Look. See how he handles them. Ha ha ha. I can just drop defenders like right on this dude. You know, he gets torn up. That's a little bit of a bug there. I got to fix that, but let me put some more guys over here, see if he runs. See, he should be running more left. If I put more guys on the right side, let me do it over here. See, he'll run left. It's just a matter of the way they're lined up. Okay? So that's the kickoff return. And like I said, it's not perfect yet because I don't have it all set up right, and I don't have all the tuning perfect, but I mean, the game is actually coming around, so I'm excited about it. I really am. And I'm so excited to get this game moving. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change to regular play. You guys ready for this? Now, this is just going to be a basic play. This is all being done by AI. Right now, I have it to where let me just change something real quick. Where I have it to where just one second. I'm trying to think and do something at the same time, and I can't do that. Oh yeah, I basically have the AI running the play. So I have the quarterback just throwing it off to the running back. Okay? Let me see if that looks better. They were all facing south before. Okay. So what's going to happen here is the quarterback, and this is all AI, right? And I can control all this too. The way my system works, which I mentioned in my last video, that's the first line marker, down marker right here, this blue line here. Just so happens to be on the 50-yard line. But if I want to move it back just for fun, so you guys can see. The way that I have my system built, my engine, it's just go up 20. And then everything's going to have to go up by 20. But I'm going to move the line of scrimmage so you guys can see that it changes. So I have that in the game. And I'm going to be able to add in everything else. See how it just moved up, right? That's going to be basically my line of scrimmage, right? And a few things you're going to be able to see here, right? So I have some icons now. These are just placeholders, but I have other buttons. This one I actually got for free. These I made myself. But I actually have receivers now, okay? And if you watch the way these guys all kind of just go down. They go down at basically different speeds. And I'm going to tune that a little bit right now because I'm a freak. And I like it. I like that. I like it. I like it. Let's see. So I want the game to feel as realistic as possible. You know what I mean? But I'm going to show you a lot of things here. It's going to be the line of scrimmage, the throwing, the running, the defense, and it's very basic, but the game is actually playing. And my goal this week is to get the kickoff, get some plays where you can pick some plays and actually start to see the game move around, right? So what he needs to do is go to, okay, blitzer stance. So that's what it is. So I got to go to my stances here. And go to my blocker. So I want these to be a little bit more spread out. So I'm going to do 0.5 and then like 0.5. So what I'm trying to do here, if you're not following along, because I know I'm just going quick, but I just want the disparity between how fast the guys line up to be faster. Oh, you guys can't even see it. You guys can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. But as you can see now, as you can see now, they're going to all come down at just random different times. They're not just going to all fold down into their stance at the same time. You see that? Some go faster, some go slower. And I can tweak that, and I'm going to tweak that. And some have a 4-point stance, and some have a 3-point stance. Is the way that it should be, but I don't see. Yeah, they're all set to a 3-point stance right now, but I also have a 4-point stance where they put both hands on the floor, right? I'm just not showing you that right now. But I can change that real quick. Let's see. And I know you guys want to see the plays and stuff probably, but you can always look at the video later and come back to it. I just want to do some live streaming for you guys. Oh, so my wife and the kid, they went to Animal Kingdom today, so I had some free time. Some peace and quiet, you know. Let me find where this is. And okay, so let me go to my player. And preferred stance should be in here. Here we go. So right now it's just picking the 3-point stance, right? So I'm gonna make it to where they're gonna choose either the 3-point stance or the 4-point stance. So now when we run it, you guys can't see actually, so I have it turned off. I have it on my screen, so sorry about that. But now when it comes back up, you'll see that some are in a 4-point stance and some are in a 3-point stance. Like these two are in a 3-point stance. This guy's in a 4-point, 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 3-point, right? 3-point stance, 4-point stance. So the stances are in, okay? And they're all going to go up, they're all going to go down at different times, right? I don't have the ball hiking yet, but that's an easy thing for me to do. I just wanted to get this video going today. I don't know why this guy's facing north. That was me. I know the screen's black, so hang tight. I need to change one more quick thing because I'm OCD about this stuff. So I want the cornerbacks to be facing down. I just don't want to mess with the screen because if I change the full screen on OBS, I might lose my. Yeah, this is the problem. This guy's not facing south. All right, I don't want to lose I don't want to lose my full screen capture. Somehow OBS screws with me and I might lose it. So I'm going to leave it there so you guys can't see everything. So now everybody's facing the right direction. And I know these guys are far apart, but that's all going to get tweaked. What I wanted to do was have a place to test my AI, right? So what I'm going to show you guys now is a few things, okay? First thing, I'm going to push the button to start the game, and what's going to happen is the quarterback is going to pass it down to the running back because I want to see how the running goes. And as soon as the runner gets the ball, okay, actually as soon as the quarterback throws the ball, everyone on defense is going to try to go after the ball, try to go after the runner, right, the ball carrier, okay? Everyone on offense is going to be blocking. And I can turn on the debugging to see what's actually happening. And the only player that's going to have the AI, that antenna AI I was showing you, the context behavior, the only one that's going to have it is the running back or the person with the ball carrier, as I call them, right? So let's see how this plays out. Okay, he got out of there way too easy. So I forgot to do this. I need to put a couple guys out here because right now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? And I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now I have 9 on 9, okay? Make it a little bit more fair. But it's really cool because now I can sit here and actually test the running, you know? And I got to remember to keep putting these guys in. Because that's going to change where this dude's going to run, right? And if I let me put on the, see, I have that set too far. Hold on. I have the antenna set too far. I don't want it to be that far for the, I don't want the distance. I don't want the distance for how far the player can see to be as far as it is for a kick return, because he needs to go through holes and stuff, right? And I'm going to show you guys the difference between a smaller set of antennas, number of antennas, to a larger set, right? The smaller the set, the more he's going to find holes. The larger this set, the less. I'll show you. So like in this one, he can find basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hole. Like these holes here, he can probably find, right? And I have the width set to 1.5 times his width. So in real life, if you think about a hole, you're not going to go through anything less than at least your width. So at least 1.5 times your width you want to get through, which is what I'm doing. Okay. So see, he's finding the holes, right? That time he found it just fine. Okay. Let me put some guys out here like I mentioned earlier, and let's see what he does with those guys coming after him. See, he has nowhere to go. Those guys are penetrating the line really easy. There's nobody blocking them, right? So he needs to make these decisions, and because let me just put one guy out there, see what happens. And these blockers, okay, another thing I'm going to have to work on, these blockers are blocking, they're assigned to block each one of these dudes. They have their assignments, just like in real life. I mean, if you're on the offensive line, you're going to pick a guy based on your strategy. And so he's picking that guy right now, right? And that was a cool run because he ran through the middle. You see that? I kind of like that run. He chose to run through the middle that time. Get this mouse out of the way. But as you guys can see, the AI that I built, now it looks like football. Okay, it's starting to look like real football. It's not just me running forward and another guy tackling me, you know? And the defense has pretty simple AI. They're like, go after the ball carrier and try to hedge him. You know, if you look at this guy up here, he's moving really fast on the running back, and he's actually pursuing him. He's calculating where he's going to be, right? So you can see he's ahead of him there. You know, he's running ahead of him. And the line, look at the line. Another thing I want to show you. So I'm going to change this a little bit. So let's work on the line now. So I'm going to go to my throwing AI, which you guys can't see this, so that's fine. Just hang tight. Don't worry. It's going to come back up. I have AI for my quarterback, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomly throw to I'm going to randomly throw to one of my players. Okay, so I have B and X out there, right? So I'm just going to set up a quick test just so you guys can see. And you can't see me coding, so I apologize. But I'm going to do a quick test to see, or to throw to different players, okay? And I have 3 receivers right now. So I have B, I have X, and I have RB. Okay? Let's see if this works. So now what's going to happen is, based on a timer, hold on a second. Oh. Had a typo. All right, here we go. Based on a timer, the quarterback is going to throw the ball whenever he wants. Okay, I didn't like it. Hold on. Throw to did not get set. What was that error? Hold on, I got an error. I need to look at this real quick. Local variable throw to not set before reading it. What? That doesn't make any sense. Something's just not working right, but I'll figure it out. Bear with me. Oh, I know why. Hold on a second. I made a mistake. I made a little bit of a mistake. So, all right, here we go. This is going to work now. Programming, man. Programming. There's always something you miss. All right. So, let's see what happens now. He's going to randomly throw to one of these dudes, and he's going to throw it. See that? Well, what I want to do, I want to move to point. So I want to get this quarterback moving. So now it's going to look a little bit better. So I want the quarterback to drop down a little bit. He's going to drop down in a random fashion, and he's going to throw to a target. So he threw to B, okay, and then B's trying to take off for a touchdown, and he gets hit. So as you can see, I got the AI working where I can throw to any player and I'm not touching anything. My hands are in the air, right? This is all AI, okay? Now look at the running back go, right? Touchdown. Or not the running back, the receiver, okay? Let's do it again. And don't mind those peas on the floor, those purple things. That's just where players are trying to go after him. He keeps throwing a beat, doesn't he? Let's see. I think I know why. I think I need to randomize this. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I mean, let me know what you guys think, because I've been putting in that work and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm not going to do it there. I need to do it over here. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you think. I think it's like seed. I think it's just randomize. Yeah, this should work better. I think I have to randomize the Game Maker engine to pick different. Okay, he's throwing a B. He's throwing a B. He's throwing a B. All right, hold on. Yeah. For some reason he's not, the code doesn't want to, the code's fine. The way I wrote the code's fine, but it's not randomizing this every time like it should be. So that time I'm throwing an X. Okay, there it goes. Now it's working. There it goes. I'm just trying to see if he throws to RB. And I'm getting a little bit of lag, and I don't know if it's because I'm recording and everything, but all right, he's not throwing to RB, but he should be able to. So I'm gonna put RB first this time. I'm actually put RB in there a couple times. I want him to go to RB and check it out. But what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think? I think it's coming along. This is the furthest that I've been, and I've only been working on the game for less than a month so far. All the stuff that I did last year and a little bit before, I really have only worked in this game for about 4 or 5 months full time. Let's call it 5 months, maybe 6, because I'm learning too, right? So 6, and then I was working on it maybe for like 6 months prior to that, part-time, just for fun. And now, now I'm a lot further ahead in a lot shorter period of time. So as you can see, the quarterback's now throwing randomly to people. Okay. And the defense, the AI is not very smart. They're just chasing the player, but see, you got him there. And the defender can you guys can't see anything? Am I dropping frames? No, I don't have any drop frames. You guys should be able to see it. Maybe you're talking about the maybe you're talking about the black screen. That's gonna happen because I don't want to switch my full screen mode in OBS. I'm showing you guys a game in full screen. How much does APF cost? $25 games with the one, which is a penny, a set of pennies for the amount of work I put in, man. I know it seems like a lot of money, but man, I put in like that. That's why this game's behind. I put in a lot of work on APF, and I love what I did, and I'm so excited to do more down the road. But I need to make some income. That's not going to make me. I did that for myself, and I did it, for the community. But I did it as a short thing to do to try to get, get a little bit of side cash, and also I thought I could do it really quick, but it turned out to be a lot longer than I wanted it to turn out because it just took longer, and I did a lot. So, and I loved working on it. I love APF. I love that game. My favorite football game ever. I mean, 2K is awesome, right? 2K5 is great. But I love the way that APF plays in the field. I just love it. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I mean, look at one thing I didn't show you yet. So the pocket. Look at the pocket. The pocket forms dynamically. I mean, it's not perfect. I spent the previous week working on the offensive line and defensive line interactions, and they don't have any moves or anything that they're doing right now. They're just trying to stop each other and wrestle with each other, right? And what I can do also, I'll show you guys, I can actually take control of the receivers, right? So right now I'm taking control, and if I want to jump, oh, he looks crazy there. That's because his pallet's not set right. That's awesome. He's actually showing a different sprite, which is weird. I got to figure that out. But I have the moves, You can actually hurdle and stuff. He's not going to pick it up. What was I saying? So yeah, APF. So APF took a lot longer than I wanted it to take, but it's because I loved it and I wanted to do it, and and I wanted to do it right. And it's not perfect, but it just adds so much more life to the game, so much more life to that game. Let's see what this running back can do. He's gone. He's going to the house, baby. See, he's even detecting people behind him, right? And everybody has this set up. I'm going to drop a couple guys way back here. See what happens. See, there's nobody out there to block him. So he pushed him. But if you guys look at the game it looks way further along. Like, this actually looks like gameplay, and I'm going to be putting together a build and see if QJB wants to do a video, because the more people that hear about this, the more excited people can get about this, the more I can do. But my plan, just so you guys know, I've been on the stream for a little over an hour, but my plan is to have, like I said, plays in. My next step is to start putting plays in. I have enough now to where you can actually, see gameplay. So I want to get the coin toss. I want to get the kickoff. I want to have the plays that actually, can play. I want to see a first down, add out of bounds, all that stuff, and a touchdown. But I want to have it to where you can actually play the game and feel like you're, playing. So within the next week or two, I think 2 weeks, I think I'll have some more gameplay and some more. I'll keep running this. Some more. Let me put some guys in the line here. See what happens. See, he's not getting out. Let me put a guy over here. He's gone. See what happens if he gets one guy on him. See, the defense is going to pursue him. So what I want to do is I want to have some plays. I want to have it to where you can actually play the game of football, you know? And you can even see the quarterback's taking his time. He throws it fast sometimes. He throws it slow sometimes. It's all AI right now, guys. Artificial intelligence saying, when am I going to throw it? Who's open? Well, it's not that smart. Right now, I just randomized it. But you can see I have the construct of something. I love the ball bouncing. And he's going to go and pick that ball up. Watch this. Oh, he didn't. He was going to. That's another thing. They're not going to catch the ball every time, and he's not going to throw it perfect every time. He's also going to throw faster throws or lower throws or higher lofted passes, right? But I'm excited about this, guys. Hope you guys like it. But the plan is to get the gameplay, get it to where you can actually play plays, and then throw it over to QJB and have him play my demo. So QJB, if you're watching, you're getting a demo soon, and hopefully you can do it for me, man. But that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's my game right now, and I'm excited. I am excited. Hope you guys are excited. I know it's not simulation football. I know it's not APF, but for, the things that I can control and the amount of resources I have, this is going to be my shot, and it's not competing against Madden. It's not competing against ESPN 2K5, right? It's not competing against games that did it the right way, or games that are AAA games. Madden didn't do it the right way, right? But Madden's still light years ahead of what I have, right? They have millions of dollars to do stuff with. They have the NFL license. But my game's not that game, right? But it's going to be fun. Oh, yeah, and one thing I wanted to show you, I didn't show you this yet. One last thing, and then I'll call it quits. Don't worry, I know the screen's black, so don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to go back to the kickoff. And I'm going to show you guys, I was playing around and trying to see if I could tackle I wanted to see if I could tackle the returner, right? So let me just change that, change this. And go back to the create. I'm going to give him 12. And I'll let him see 700. Okay. Talking to myself here. So now I'm going to be this guy here, right? And I'm going to see if I can tackle. So you see that star down there. That star shows me where the player's at. Okay. Let me turn that off. See, my guy's running really slow. This is all randomized. But I can kind of see where he is. And I'm not going to get him on that one. Why do I have to be the slowest guy every time? I'm going to start running faster. than anybody else. See if I can get there. But I'm still like the slowest dude. See, I'm not even coming close. Let me restart and just start running down. Move out of my way. All right, I'm the first one now, and I got some speed. Let's see if I can hedge these. See, these guys aren't even looking at me. See, I got them, right? I'm the one controlling this now, right? So it's actually a game. This is a game right now, and I can actually do a shoulder tackle if I can get close enough. See, I missed him, right? So I'm actually playing the game right now, guys, and that's the easy part. The easy part's not me controlling. The easy part is me controlling them. The hard part is getting the AI in, right? You know, and if I get stuck, you see he blocks. He starts to try to shed the tackle and stuff. Right? I want a better head start. Whoops. Turn that off. So it's cool. So I added that star in the bottom to kind of indicate where this guy's at. I got him, right? So it's starting to turn into a game, guys. This is starting to turn into a game. I hope that you guys enjoyed the update. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you guys have any comments or anything. Throw them in the comments. Hit that like button. You know, the more likes we get, the more people can see these videos, and the more the word can get out there, and the more I can do with this game. I want to do a lot with this game, but it all depends on the followers and people out there. So hopefully we get more people watching, more videos, and I'll be on soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Peace.